Okay, go down with him. Get to the job site and lower the outriggers till you got just a little weight off of the rear springs, and then drop the front outriggers. Just get them down to the ground, and then basically leave the outriggers in that position. Hold it. Leave the outriggers in that position until we have the mast erected. So the next step will be erecting the mast. Right now you need to have all the cables detached from the anchor. All the anchors where the cables are in the road position, they need to be relaxed and have plenty of slack. Then you raise the boom to a little past vertical position. We'll extend the tower up by pulling back on the tail out lever by the control station, and extend the tower to the desired height. As you see, there's a white paddle on the side of the boom, and that is hooked to the latch assembly. And when the paddle is disappeared, the latch is fully latched. Then you can just lower it down like you would if you have a 5T or something. Lower it down, and now that becomes a live line for auxiliary operation. Now, being there's no cable on the main line, you know, you just make sure that you always have slack in that the cables don't get taut or hung up when you're erecting the boom. Now, basically, you lay the boom back and try to work as close to the pump as possible, and then center the boom over the well, and by utilizing the outriggers, you know, to get yourself centered. You don't want to use the outriggers in extremes, so, you know, if you have to re-level the site, but the main thing is when you get to the site is be aware of overhead power lines. Okay, the winch control is located right here. Back is up, ahead is down. There is the throttle mechanism, but you have on your control panel, you have a remote throttle on and off, which transfers the power to your foot feet away from the truck and brings it to the back. So when you have the switch up, your throttle mechanism will work. But consequently, if you shut the switch off, you lose all power to your throttle. So that is required to have that switch in the up position when you're utilizing the rig in the work position back here. I'll just get by the way. Now we're operating the winch in the down position, and just go in the down position, and here's the winch high speed. It's located right here in your control panel. If you push it up, you're supplying power to the rear, which you use for running the spinner, etc. And in the center is neutral, where the auxiliary pump is now being circulated from the pump back to the reservoir. That secondary pump isn't being put into action. Now if you pull it down, then you got high speed on your winch. Now I'll just take that off and see the speed now is half. But you utilize the same amount of power, whether it be in the high or low. The power concept is the same. Now when you are going to wrap two lines, which makes the rig twice as fast, so you'll be wrapping on both sides of the drum, and you basically